Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host, Mr. Brody, is here. And Mr. Brody wanted us to go over the stats for June, just to show you, even though we're not at the end of the month yet, we kind of wanted to show you where we're sitting right now. Currently, we're at 500 for the month, 11-11. We've lost 4 in a row, swept by the Orioles in the first game of the Yankee series we've lost. So this month has not been kind to us. We're only 5-8 at home. But we are 6-3 on the road, so that's interesting. So yeah, only at 500 of the month. So we're one game out of first place. Milwaukee is now in first place. Game number 73 of the season. So hopefully we can right our ship now and get back into first. Let's play our game from Tuesday, June 27th. It's going to be Jim Wright for the Red Sox going against Ron Guidry for the Yankees. So it's not going to get any easier for us as we face the Yankee ace. Ron Guidry had a great year in 1978. I believe he was, the Cy Young winner. So without further ado, let's get this game underway and see if we can get ourselves a victory. Stop this 4-game losing streak.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Alright, play ball as Miss Mags joins us. You ready for the game, Brody? You gonna stop our losing streak tonight? I think so. It's gonna be tough though. We're gonna have to get to that bullpen. So Ron Guidry takes the hill for the hometown New York Yankees. As you can see, he's got a record of 10-4, so he's already lost more games than he did the entire season. He was remarkable 25-3. Definitely the Cy Young Award winner. ERA is really close to his actual ERA of 1.74, 1.71. 126 innings pitched so far with only 79 hits allowed, 29 walks, and 103 strikeouts, and has surrendered 6 home runs. So hopefully we can get to him and give him his 5th loss, or at least get into that bullpen and get a victory. But we gotta definitely have our work cut out for us. Our lineup is going to be a pretty standard lineup. It's going to be Rick Burleson, the shortstop, will bat first. Jerry Remy is your second baseman, batting second. Jim Rice, the DH, bats third. The cleanup hitter is Kai Yastrzemski, the left fielder. Batting fifth is behind the plate is Carlton Fisk. Fred Lynn, the center fielder, will bat sixth. George Scott is your first baseman, batting seventh. Dwight Evans, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Butch Hobson will bat ninth and play third. That's your lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox. And the good thing about it is, as you just saw, the Red Sox are 6-3 on the road so far in the month of June. So hopefully we can improve upon that tonight. So alright, so let's go. So Ron Guidry on the mound. Looks in for the sign from Munson. Here's the windup and the pitch. And as you can see, it's going to be off Guidry's card in the 6th column. As you can see, the only column where anything good can happen for the Red Sox is going to be in that 4 column. Other than that, he's pretty stingy. So here we go. That'll be a ground ball to Garcia at second. Throws over to Chambliss at first. 1 down. Next up will be the second baseman, Jerry Remy. He's hitting .293 with a homer and 21 runs batted in. Once again, I missed the stats of Rick Burleson. I usually miss the stats of the leadoff hitter for some reason. Anyway, we're going to be off the 4 column, which is good news for the Red Sox. Hopefully we can get a 4, 5, or 6. And we do not, as Remy strikes out. The first strikeout of the day for Guidry. So 2 outs and nobody on for Jim Rice. Jim Rice is hitting .337 with 25 homers and 67 runs batted. He already has 67 RBIs and exactly 300 at-bats. So he's definitely on a pace to get that 139 RBIs and on a pace to get well over it, well, possibly over that 50 homer mark too. So we'll see. It's going to be off the 5 column, Guidry. And that's going to be a ground ball to Fred Chicken Stanley. He's a 3 range. 1-4 is a base hit. And he's able to get in front of it. And throw on to Chambliss. 2 tie the side, so the Red Sox go in order in the first. And after 1/2, it's a Red Sox nothing. The Yankees coming up. So Jim Wright on the hill for the Red Sox. He's got a record of 5-3 with an ERA of 4.45. 57 innings pitched, 73 hits allowed. 15 walks and 28 Ks. And has surrendered 6 home runs in those 57 innings. Lineup for the hometown New York Yankees is as follows. Roy White, the left fielder, will bat first. Greg Nettles is batting second today, playing third. Behind the plate, Thurman Munson will bat third. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, Chris Chambliss. Lou Piniella is the DH today, batting fifth. Reg Jackson, the right fielder, will bat sixth. Gary Thomason is in center field, batting seventh. Fred Chicken Stanley is the shortstop today, batting eighth. And Damasco Garcia is your second baseman, batting ninth. Wright looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup in the pitch. Red Sox defense is pretty standard. And Wright will strike out White for out number 1. So that's how the Yankees will start. So that'll bring up Greg Nettles. He's hitting .310 with 9 homers and 43 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Wright. It looks like Nettles is going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he's going to get himself a double to center as Lynn throws it back in, but not before Nettles is at second base. So runner in scoring position now for Thurman Munson. Munson's hitting .226, struggling a bit so far in the season, with 2 homers and 25 runs batted in. It's going to be off the right 6 column. And that's going to be a ground ball to Remy at second base. He's a 2 range. So he'll get in front of it. And throw over Scott for out number 2 as Nettles moves to third. So 2 outs now and a runner on third for Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is hitting .317. He's already got more home runs than he did in the entire season with 14. He only had 12 in 625 at-bats, but has 14 in only 262 at-bats. And 47 runs batted in. So here's the windup in the pitch by Wright. And that's going to be a ground ball to Scott at first. He'll trot to the bag for out number 3. So after 1 full, no score. Captain Kai Yastrzemski leads it off for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first. He's hitting .279 with 7 homers and 33 runs batted in. It's going to be up on Guidry's 4 column. And Yastrzemski will draw himself a walk. So the first base runner for the Red Sox is a leadoff walk here in the second. So that'll bring up Carlin Fisk. Fisk is hitting .326 on the season with 10 homers and 41 runs batted in. So already more than halfway, well, exactly halfway to his home run total of 20 and less than half of the at-bats. So here's the windup in the pitch to Fisk, and it's going to be another one off of Guidry's 4 column. And that's going to hit that single mark on the column as Yastrzemski is going to be held at second. So the first two runners on for the Red Sox as the corners are playing in for Fred Lynn. So first and second, nobody out. Lynn comes in hitting .291 with 15 homers and 50 runs batted in. He's on a pace to hit 30 this year. And it's going to be a pass ball on Munson as the runners move up. So runners on second and third now for Fred Lynn. And it's going to be off of Lynn's 2 column. So he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. We need to capitalize every situation we can against Guidry. And Lynn will hit a single to left. We're going to go with it. So Fisk, 1-17, we're going to send the runner, even though there's nobody out. So the throw is cut off, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0. So a quick start for the Red Sox as they've already got 2 runs off Guidry, which is better than most teams have done against him in a full 9 innings. So that'll bring up the boomer George Scott. Lynn has himself a couple RBIs now. So Scott's going to get a good pitch to hit here. However, he's going to hit it straight to Stanley, and this is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Scott is unable to do anything with the pitch and hits into a double play. So 2 outs now for bases empty for Dwight Evans. Evans is hitting .274 with 12 homers and 39 runs batted in. Again, another hitter he's on a pace to hit over his total of 24. He's already halfway there in less than half the at-bats. And that'll be a line out to Nettles for out number 3. But the Red Sox score 2 on a 2-run single by Fred Lynn and lead it 2-0 heading into the bottom of the second. It'll be Piniella, Jackson, and Thomason against Wright here in the second. Piniella comes in hitting a whopping .355 with a homer and 29 runs batted in. So for Wright's 4 column. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Lynn is off to the races, coming fast, and he dives and makes the catch. Fred Lynn, a great diving catch, robbing Piniella of possible extra bases there. And there's 1 down in the second. Let's look at some scores from around the AL. Detroit and Cleveland are scoreless. Minnesota edging Milwaukee 2-1. Baltimore and Toronto are tied at 1. Kansas City and California are scoreless. Texas on top of Oakland 2-0. And Chicago and Seattle are also scoreless. So next up will be Reggie Jackson. He's hitting .272 with 17 homers and 37 runs batted in. He's ahead of his pace too. Has gotten half the home runs in less than half the at-bats. So he's on a pace to hit possibly 30 home runs, if not more. So 1 down and nobody on for Jackson. He'll get a good pitch to hit here. And he's going to hit this one deep. And Evans is at the warning track and he makes the catch. Great leaping catch by Evans at the wall. Definitely saving at least extra bases on that one. So 2 down and the base is empty for Thomason. Thomason's hitting .213 with 6 homers and 23 runs batted in. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's going to be off his 3 column, which is going to be a strikeout for Wright, his second of the day. And that'll do it for the Yankees in the second. So after 2 full, it's Boston 2 and New York 0. Number 9 hitter Hobson will lead it off. Hobson comes in hitting .290 with 8 homers and 32 runs batted in. And he's going to get a good one to hit. And he'll fly out to Jackson or Wright for out number 1. So Guidry does not seem to have his A game today, which is thankful for the Red Sox, but his B game is probably dangerous than most pitchers' A game, especially in 1978. The top of the order, Burleson up now. He grounded out his first time up. And he will line up to Nettles at third for out number 2. So Instead of being Jerry Remy, struck out his first time up. And he'll get under one here and pop it up to his counterpart Garcia, who'll make the catch for out number 3. So the Red Sox go in order in the third, and it remains 2-0. First up will be Fred Stanley for the Yankees here in the third. Stanley's been struggling so far in the season, hitting just 143 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. And he will draw a leadoff walk. So that'll bring up Damasco Garcia. Garcia comes in with 3 hits and 9 at-bats. And he's going to fly out opposite field to Evans and Wright. He'll make the catch for the first out of the third. Stanley back to first. Next up, Roy White struck out his first time up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Burleson. And Burleson gets in front of it. See if they can turn 2 here. Second one, back to first. And he does. He turns a 6-4-3 double play. So a great double play turn by the Rooster. 6-4-3 if you're scoring at home. And that'll do it for the Yankees in the third. So after 3 full, it's Boston 2-0. It'll be Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk out of the Red Sox order. Rice grounded out his first time up. And he strikes out swinging. Second K of the day for Guidry. Brings up Yastrzemski, who walked his first time up. And he'll get under one here as he pops it up to Stanley. Will make the catch for the second out of the fourth. So 2 down quickly in the Red Sox fourth. Brings up Fisk. He singled and scored his first time up. And he's going to line out to Garcia at second. The Red Sox go in order in the fourth. So we head to the bottom of the fourth, with the Red Sox leading by 2. Nettles doubled his first time up. Oh, he's going to get a hit one here. Umpires say that it did hit him. Wright thought the ball bounced first, but it doesn't matter. Nettles gets first. So leadoff runner is on for the Yankees here in the fourth. Mr. Brody gets himself comfy there. So he repositions himself in the co-host seat. So that'll bring up Thurman Munson, who grounded out his first time up. And he's going to lace a base hit to right. Nettles will stay at second, so the first 2 runners on for the Yankees. Here in the fourth, down by 2. As Fisk goes out to top to right. It's back behind the plate. Wright looks in for the sign. Here's the wind-up in the pitch to Chambliss. He grounded out his first time up. And he strikes out. Strikes out swinging for out number 1. The Red Sox playing back in double play depth. Pinella up now. He flew out his first time up. And he's going to draw a walk to load the bases. So the Yankees have the bases loaded for the dangerous Reggie Jackson. Jackson flew out his first time up. Ooh, he's going to get a good pitch to it here. This could be ugly. And instead he misses it. So, woo! So, Wright dodged a bullet there. That one's right down the heart of the plate, but Jackson missed it for strike number 3. It's not over yet as Thomason comes up now. As you can see some scores there. Here's the windup in the pitch to Thompson. And he's going to line out to Scott for out number 3. So Wright gets out of the bases loaded jam, and the score remains 2-0 Boston after 4. Fred Lynn will lead it off. He's responsible for the Red Sox scoring as he hit an RBI single his first time up. Two-run single, I should say. And this time he'll pop up to Stanley at short for the first out of the 5th. Boomer's up now. He grounded into a double play his first time up. And he'll get another good pitch there. Let's see what he can do with it this time. And he'll lace a single just past Stanley. This time he has something to show for it as he reaches with a 1-out single. That brings up Evans, lined out his first time up. And he's going to strike out swing. So 2 down now for Butch Hobson. Flied out his first time up. And he strikes out to end the inning. 4th strikeout of the day for Guidry. And the Red Sox are down in the 5th. So halfway through it remains 2-0 Boston. Wright pitching a fine game so far. He's allowed only 2 Yankee hits. Stanley up now, walked his first time up. Oh, and he's going to get a good one to hit here. And this one is going to go a long way. So Stanley will only hit 1 home run all year in 78. Hits his 2nd so far this year. He's already doubled his home run total. And the score is now 2-1. So Red Sox lead is cut in half now. That'll bring up Garcia. So an unlucky candidate. It's a home run for the Yankees. Garcia up now. And Garcia will draw a walk. His fist goes out to talk to Wright. Make sure he's not shaken up by that home run. They still have the lead, so that'll bring up Roy White. He's 0 for 2 on the day so far. As Garcia's unable to get a good lead. And Wright seems to be distracted by the base runner as he walks back-to-back runners. The Yankees threatening to take the lead here. Or at least tie the game. Oh, Nettles up now, and he's going to get a good one to hit. Come on, 7. Thankfully, that rolls a 7, and Remy will turn the 4-6-3 double play as Garcia moves to 3rd. So Red Sox dodged a bullet there. And are 1 out away from getting out of it with minimal damage. So that'll bring up Munson, 1 for 2 with a single. And he gets Munson's swing for out number 3. So the Yankees do score 1 though, and after 5 full, it's 2-1 now, Boston. Red Sox will have the top of the order here in the 6th, looking to get that run back, and possibly more. And it's going to be a range check on Garcia. It's a 3 range. 1-4 will be a single. And Garcia will get in front of it. Get a rear play here. Let's see what that is. It's going to go off the mound. Garcia grabs it and throws it just in time. So it hits off the mound. But Garcia is able to still make the play. So an assist goes to the mound on that one. So 1 down now in the Red Sox 5th. Brings up Remy 0 for 2. And Remy will strike out swing. Guidry's 5th K of the day. So Guidry seems to have settled down. Still pitching a fine game. He's only allowed the 2 runs. And just 3 Boston hits. As you can see some scores there, but we're concentrating on this one, so take a look at the scores if you like. So that'll bring up Jim Rice with 2 down and nobody on. Struck out in the 4th and grounded out in the 1st. And he'll strike out again swinging. The Red Sox are down in the 6th. It remains a 2-1 game going into the bottom of the 6th. Chambliss will lead it off. 0 for 2 in the day. And he'll find that single in the Wright's 5 column. Yankees will lead off single here in the 6th. Tying runners on board. For Lou Piniella, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll line one out to Hobson. Hobson throws over to first, but Chambliss is back safely. So 1 down now in the Yankees 6th. Brings up Reggie Jackson. 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out with the bases loaded his last time up in the 4th. But does not miss it this time as he laces a single to right. Evans gets it back in quickly as holding Chambliss at 2nd. So that'll put runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 down for Thomason. So far 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll get a fly ball to center. And get under it just a bit as Lynn will come in and make a can of corn catch. So 2 down now. So Red Sox 1 out away from getting out of it. However, Stanley's up now, who hit a solo home run his first time up with the Yankees on the board last inning. And it's going to be off the Wright's 4 column. And that will be a ground ball to Scott. He'll take it himself to retire the side. So the Yankees had an opportunity to tie the game, but are unable to. We'll head to the 7th. The Red Sox up by 1. Guidry's up to 84 pitches through 6 innings. Yastrzemski will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll ground one back to Guidry on the first. And Yastrzemski is the first out of the 7th. That brings up Colin Fisk 1 for 2. He scored on Fred Lynn 2-run single back in the 2nd. And he'll strike out this time though. 7 Ks on the day now for Guidry. Brings up Fred Lynn, responsible for the Red Sox scoring with a 2-run single back in the 2nd. And he'll ground this one right back to Guidry. Fires over to Chambliss to retire the side. So the Red Sox go in order in the 7th. As we hit 7th inning stretch time. So let's take a look at the trivia question brought to you by Mr. Brody and Miss Maggs. Name the player who has the most inside the park home runs in a career. I'm going to say it's somebody in the dead ball era. I want to say Home Run Baker in the late 1800s. I want to say either Home Run Baker or I'm going to go with Ty Cobb as my other guy. So we'll see. So lock in your answers. So I'm going to go with 2 answers on this one. So here's the answer to the trivia question. Sam Crawford, 51. Wow. From 1899 to 1917. I did not know that one. So 51 inside the park home runs. Wow. Thank you for that trivia question, Mr. Brody and Miss Maggs. And some other Red Sox facts coming into the Tays game. Boston is 10-7 in 1-run games, and New York has a 12-11 record in 1-run games. All right, so back to the action here as Wright will. Wright's up to 105 pitches, so there's going to be some action definitely going in the Red Sox pen. So, all right. Looks like Bergmeyer and Stanley are up and throwing in the Red Sox pen. Wright will start off the inning at least. So Garcia comes up first. He's hitting, he's 0 for 1 in the day. Flew out in this 3rd and walked in the 5th. He's going to get a good one to hit here. And he'll start it off with a single to right, so the tying run is on board. So that'll bring up Roy White 0 for 2. And let's check on. Visit the mound, check it out. It's okay. Alright, so Zim decides to leave him in, at least for one more batter. And it looks like Garcia's going to try to get a lead here, and he's going to try to steal here. And we're going to hold on to that one. An 85% chance we'll hold on to it. Don't want to risk throwing it away. So to put a runner in scoring position now for White. And Wright will get him with a called 3rd strike. So 1 down now. So that'll bring up dangerous Greg Nettles. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Also was hit by a pitch. That is going to be it for Wright as he's signaling for Bergmeyer to come in. So that's going to be it for Wright. Bergmeyer comes in. So Bergmeyer comes in with a 1-1 record with a 5.60 ERA, 27 innings pitched, 34 hits allowed, 8 walks and 16 strikeouts, and 5 homers allowed. So Bergmeyer is most likely to be in just for one batter here. So Bergmeyer looks in for the sign from Fisk, looks back at the runner Garcia. Here's the windup and the pitch by Bergmeyer. And he gets him swinging, so Bergmeyer does his job. And Zim will come out quickly to take out Bergmeyer. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to bring him in. Let's see who else. Looks like they might have had another guy up there too. Bergmeyer came in, so let's look at, see who we have available here. Let's take a look at Stanley's game log here. See how he's pitched lately. Pitched 2 innings and gave up a run. He's been awful actually lately, so we're not going to bring in Stanley in this situation, as we don't really trust him. Zem doesn't trust him. Definitely not bringing in Ripley, so it's either going to be Drago or Campbell. I think we're going to go with Drago. Drago comes in here with 1 out, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, hoping to get Munson here. Keep the Red Sox with their 1-run lead. So Munson is 1 for 3 on the day. So Drago comes in with a 6-3 record, 3 saves, 2.45 ERA, 37 innings pitched, 33 hits allowed, 10 walks and 22 strikeouts, and 4 homers allowed. Here's the windup and the pitch by Drago. And Drago will get him swinging. Actually, sorry, call 3rd strike. So the Red Sox are able to get out of it and maintain their 1-0 lead headed to the 8th. As George the Boomer Scott will lead it off for the Red Sox here, 1 for 2. Red Sox will love to get some insurance runs here. And he'll get a good one to hit, so he's been on his 3 column all day. We'll see what happens here. And he'll go round out to Nettles at 3rd. The first out of the 8th. So Scott has got some good pitches to hit and has only a single to show for it. So that'll bring up Evans 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to go around 1 to Stanley at short. He'll get in front of it. And ooh, he's going to be on an error by Stanley. See what happened. Stanley boots it. So the Red Sox catch a little break here. Hopefully they can capitalize. So Evans is at first. 1 down for Butch Hobson. Hobson's 0 for 2 currently on the day. And he is going to fly out to left field. Wright's under it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up the Rooster, Rick Burleson, so far 0 for 3 on the day. And he'll fly out to White also to end the innings. The Red Sox are unable to score. They do not capitalize, so the error does not prove costly for the Yankees, and the score remains 2-1. As Drago's back on the mound again for the 8th. He'll face Chambliss, Piniella, and Jackson, the heart of the Yankees order here. Chambliss 1 for 3 on the day so far. Oh, he's going to get a good one to hit today. It's going to go to right center field in between Evans and Lynn. And he'll end up at second with a leadoff double. So the tying run is on board to lead off the Yankee 8th. As Fisk goes out to talk to Drago. I'm sure they're on the same page here. That'll bring up Lou Piniella. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Oh, that could have been dangerous, but Hobson spears the liner there for out number 1. Reggie Jackson up now 1 for 3 on the day. And he's going to draw a walk. Not the worst thing that could have happened. So the go-ahead run is now on. So runners on first and second with 1 down for Thomason. Red Sox would love to turn 2 here. Thomason 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, and he's going to get a walk to load the bases. So that will load the bases for Fred Chicken Stanley, who's responsible for the only Yankee run with a solo home run. Stanley's still only a 157 hitter, so they will let Drago pitch to him. Obviously, they have to because the bases are loaded. And, oh, they're going to pinch hit for him now. Oh, and the dangerous Jay Johnstone. Although in the season, he's only hitting 176, 262 hitter for the year. We've already burned our lefty, though, so I think we're going to bring in possibly Soup Campbell, who is really good against lefties here. Even though he's a righty pitcher, he's got a 9L, which means he's got a devastating, probably curve against the lefties or a breaking ball. So see what he can do here. Infield playing in with one down. And it'll kind of be on the 4 column, Campbell. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Hopefully the Red Sox can turn 2 here. Infield is playing in, so they may go for the throw it home if Burleson can make the play here. So he'll get in front of it. See what he does with it. Throws home and nails him. And he goes back to first and completes the double play. So a 6-2-3 double play. 6-2-4 possibly, as Chambliss was probably coming. Scott was probably charging on that. But the Red Sox turn 2 and get out of it. So the Yankees had the bases loaded, but were unable to capitalize with only one down. So the Red Sox will come up in the 9th, up by 1. Guidry back on for his 9th inning here. He's only allowed 3 Boston hits on the day. Yankees with 7. Remy will lead it off. 0 for 3 on the day. And it's going to be a range check on White, the left fielder. He is a 3 range. So 1 through 6 will be a hit. And it's going to drop in there. And Remy will be on with a single, leadoff single. As it pops out of White's glove. Let's see. Rice up now. He struck out his last 2 times, 0 for 3 on the day. As Munson goes out the top to Guidry. I'm sure they're on the same page. I'm gonna see if Remy can steal here. See if he can get a jump. Yeah, we're gonna try it anyway. He's unable to get a good jump, so only a 30% chance now. We're not gonna attempt it. We'll just let Rice hit away. And Rice will strike out looking. So Rice now 0 for 4, struck out 3 times against Guidry today. As we have some final scores, Detroit tops Cleveland 5-2. Milwaukee tops Minnesota 7-4. So the Red Sox need to win today in order to maintain their position at 1 game back in Milwaukee. Toronto squeezed by Baltimore 3-1. Kansas City topped California 4-1. Texas edged out Oakland 2-1. The White Sox beat the Mariners 4-2. Plummer hit his first home run for Seattle. And here in New York, Boston leads 2-1. So Yastrzemski up now with Remy at first. We're going to do a little hit and run here. Yeah, it's not that much below his average, so we're going to do a little hit and run. And that'll be a pop-up to Garcia. So Remy rushes back to first. So 2 down now for Fisk, who's 1 for 3. The run scored. And he's going to line a single to left. Remy will advance to third. So it'll be runners at the corners with 2 down now. So it'll be up to Fred Lynn, who owns both of the Red Sox RBIs. Hit a 2-run single back in the second. Hopefully he can get another hit and add to the Red Sox lead here. As Bob Lemon is going to visit the mound, but he decides to stick with Guidry. And Lynn will strike out. So head to the bottom of the 9th with the Red Sox with a 2-1 lead. leave Campbell in there. Stanley has been ineffective. So Campbell will stay in, at least to start the inning. Garcia up first. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. And he'll ground on to Hobson. He throws over to Scott for out number 1. So next up, Roy White, 0 for 3 on the day. He has walked once. And he'll strike out swinging. So 2 down now in the Yankees' 9th. The Red Sox, Yankees down to their last hitter here. But it's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be Greg Nettles, who's 1 for 3 today with a double. Oh, and he's going to get a good one to hit here. Oh no, this could be dangerous. Let's see what happens. Oh, and this one is going, and it's going to be off the top of the fence. Stayed in the park, though. And Nettles is on with a 2-out double. So that'll bring up Munson. As Zimmer goes out to visit Campbell. Decides he's going to stay with him, though. As nobody is warming currently in the Red Sox pen, so it's up to Campbell. So it'll be Munson up now. He's 1 for 4 today. He singled back in the 4th. Struck out in the 5th and in the 7th. So we'll see what happens here. So here we go. Campbell looks in for the sign from Fisk. Shakes one off. Gets one he likes. Nods. Here's the windup in the pitch by Campbell. And the off of this 2 column of Munson. And that will be a pop-up to Burleson. He calls for it and makes the catch. And the Red Sox hold on and win a nail-biter, 2-1. The Red Sox, the Red Sox hold on and get their first victory, ending a 4-game losing streak. The Red Sox will take a win any way they can get it. All the offense they needed was back in the 2nd as Lynn gets the Player of the Game honors for the Red Sox. Going 1 for 4, but that one hit was a biggie as it was a 2-run single to drive in Fisk and Stremski. As the Red Sox managed just 5 hits off of Guidry. So Guidry goes the distance, picks up his 5th loss of the season, now 10-5. 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk and 9 Ks. ERA goes up from 1.171 to 173. Jim Wright with the win, 6-3. Pitched a good game, 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits allowed, 1 run, which was earned, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. It's a bit wild, and the only blemish he had today was a home run by the unlikely candidate of Fred Chicken Stanley. So Bergmeyer and Drago both get holds. Bergmeyer his 7th, and Drago his 6th. And Bill Campbell earns his 3rd save of the season with 1 2/3 innings of 1 hit ball. So that will do it as the Red Sox are victorious. So with the win, the Red Sox, they're just a half game out from Milwaukee now. That's right. That 1-game lead from Milwaukee was with the victory, as Milwaukee had the win. When I looked at the standings earlier, so the Red Sox are now just a half game out. Well, maintain a half game out from the Milwaukee. The Yankees now fall to 3 games behind. So a big victory for the Red Sox there. And let's check out the next game. Oh, and that's going to be it. I guess right. It's just a 2-game series. The Red Sox were off on Wednesday, so June 28th they did not play. Probably got rained out. No, actually they didn't, because the Yankees played on Wednesday, a doubleheader. So it must have been just a 2-game series. So let's check out the standings after that. So, I don't know what happened there. Did Milwaukee play 2 games that day? Check Milwaukee. Strange how they now a game and a half. Oh yeah, the Milwaukee beats the Yankees in a doubleheader. Yeah, so Milwaukee beat the Yankees 3-0 and 6-2. So the Yankees, so that they gained a full game on the Red Sox as the Red Sox were idle. So that gives the Yankees more distance behind us now, as the Yankees are now 5 games behind. So in a way, that's kind of good. Let's see, the Red Sox start a new series now against they got the Baltimore Orioles, who swept them last time at Fenway. So the Red Sox will have Bill the Spaceman Lee against Dennis Martinez. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, my co-host Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. And we'll see you in game number 74, is it? 74. Yeah, 74. Let's just double check that. Yeah, it'll be game number 74 against the Baltimore Orioles. So thank you for joining me. God bless and take care. Bye-bye now.